My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia.
All right, guys, we're using the unstoppable Exodia today. This deck feels amazing. Oh, I don't know why it feels so right, but god dang, I've been waiting on this deck forever. Dude, I got up at 2:30 a.m. just so I could craft this thing. And yeah, we're just gonna be going over some replays and kind of show you how it's doing against meta. I climbed all the way to Diamond 2 with this deck. So yeah, but right here I was playing a branded player. And as you notice, I got Lava Golem in the hand. I got Super Poly. For me, must play. They just come in handy so well. Your opponent's monster effects can't react to them. Allows you to get cards off the field that you just really don't want to deal with, or your Exodia can't deal with. You can't make plays with them on the field, basically. Dimensional Fissure. I'm iffy about that card. It stops a ton of decks. It really does, but there's more decks than you would expect that's able to play around this card somehow, or just get it off the field. I think I'd keep it in, but okay, so Exxod is broken, all right? If it couldn't be reacted to, it would be insane. And Obliterate Blaze? I'm just gonna let you watch. Clean the field, add all 5 pieces of Exodia to the spell zone, and yeah, just explode your opponent. It's insane. Obliterate Blaze is just a crazy card because it wipes both your back row and your opponent's back row. So it's kind of like a heavy storm or something in that world, feather duster, whatever. And then you place all of your Forbidden One cards in your back row and equip them to your Exodia, and it gets 2,000 attack power for each one, but you cannot activate card effects for the rest of the turn, and you have to pay half your life points. This deck requires so many life points, it's ungodly. That is a major downside to this deck though, the amount of life points you go through trying to play this thing, but it's still good. That's why I run Spooky Dogwood. Dogwood is amazing for gaining back life points. Every time your opponent special summons a monster, you get that monster's attack point. So basically it stops you from getting OTK'd, and it allows you to play your millennial monsters more, because right now the way it stands, each one of them costs like 2,000 life points, which is ridiculous. That's like 3 effects, and then after you use 3 of their effects, you're left with 2,000 life points. And I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't activate no more effects after that. So yeah, Spooky Dogwood is amazing for this deck. I got unstoppable Exodia all the way up to like 35,000 attack power, and then my opponent scooped. He robbed me of the most iconic moment for me in my life, but it's okay. Silhouette Rabbit is also pretty crazy because it allows you to put up another negate. It's only a special summon negate, but like you're negating this like special summon, so they don't even get a chance to activate the effect. And Silhouette Rabbit ends up getting sent back to the extra deck after you summon you use your Millennial Cross. But yeah, this is a math mech deck or whatever, and he just attacks. I don't know if he didn't read the effect or what, but he just attacks my monster. And I guess real quick, I would greatly appreciate if y'all could obliterate the like and subscribe button. Thanks, guys. Heart of the Blue Eyes is extremely good because it lets you search your Millennium Cross straight from the deck to your hand, and you don't have to pay any life points. So I really like that being in my opening hand. And another reason it's extremely good is because whenever a level 8 is special summon, a level 8 or higher actually is special summon, you can tribute that card to summon your Heart of Blue Eyes. I think I'm about to do it here, maybe. Okay, well, I'll do it at some point in this duel. Just keep watching. But yeah, it's actually gotten quite a few cards off the field for me that would have been trouble for me in the future. And unfortunately, it's only once per duel. I have no idea why it's like that, because to me, like, this deck is not extremely strong or OP, so I don't know. But yeah, either way, it's still a really good card though. So in this duel, I was going against a voiceless voice player, and to say the least, I was a little bit scared because voiceless voice is, if you don't know, extremely broken. But I did have 2 Lava Golems, and I also found out that you can use more than 1 Lava Golem per a turn. So that is crazy. So you already know what I do first. And I had Super Poly in the first turn hand. That card, Super Poly and Lava Golem going second, is to die for, because when they set up crazy boards, you can get rid of at least 2 monsters that would be troublematic. Basically though, like this deck is all about timing. You have to time every single interaction appropriately, because it's like dire, especially when you're going against like one of the top meta decks. Like you need to have a little knowledge on that deck, which I don't have a lot of knowledge on Voiceless Voice, but I have enough knowledge to know what to negate and what not to negate. So he's just going back into his plays. I got Super Poly, you know I'm about to use that hoe. And I still got my Exxod face down, so I know he's about out of plays in here. So you already know it's Exxod right there, boom. So right here we were fighting a Snake Eyes deck, I believe, and what's really nice about this deck is just about all your Millennial cards are 1-card combos. Like Shield allows you to search for Arc, and then Sengen allows you to add a Millennial card, so you could add Shield or your Blue Eyes, and then you could search for Arc. And I mean, if you just got Arc in hand, just go ahead and reveal it. One thing I forgot to say earlier is all of your Millennial cards, if you have Arc in hand, then you don't have to sacrifice the 200 life points to activate each one of their effects. So if you can get that started out in hand, it helps out tremendously. And only thing I wish was they had quick effects, so you could like special summon them from your spell and trap zone on your opponent's turn. That would be really, really nice. But damn, Spooky Dogwood is MVP in this deck. As you can see, it's dude, I would have been dead if I didn't have Spooky Dogwood in here. Like I don't know why he just kept special summoning, but he just kept on and kept on. So I'm like, all right. And like, it's not just this player. It's like all of them do it. It's like they just can't help themselves. I don't know if they underestimate this card or what, but Spooky Dogwood is not to be trifled with. They just keep going. Like I've seen my life points all the way, well, not all the way, but close to 500,000. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to activate Exodia's effect that turn and attack for game, but it would have been extremely cool if they didn't scoop on me. Why nobody ever finishes games? At this point though, y'all know how this ends. Like, what's he gonna do? Yeah, Snake Eyes is, if I'm not, isn't Snake Eyes like a tier 1 deck at the moment? I don't know. I think he would have had a much better time if he just ended his turn and didn't give me like a gazillion life points. But he did, so you know how this ends. I think he ended up just surrendering, unfortunately. My Exxod's gonna clear the field. He could have, I think he couldn't have did nothing here. I don't think, for the most part, could he? He did all this, and I'm pretty sure he just attacked for game, but there was too much life points, so he wasn't gonna finish me this turn. And I still got the widget monster in my spell and trap zone. So, oh damn, I forgot about the widget field spell. Anytime your Millennial cards or Millennium cards get destroyed, you can add them to the spell and trap zone again, so you can reuse their effects like that. So yeah, he knew it was over. So yeah, that's basically all I got for y'all. I didn't cover any combos because this deck is hard to set up with combos outside of the Millennial monsters due to Millennial cross arc sending all non-Millennial monsters back to your deck. So yeah, you can't really run a lot of decks with this one in particular. But y'all can see my ratios and stuff, and the deck is really good. We just need, I feel like we need a little bit more. I definitely think that I could climb all the way to Masters with this deck because I'm at Diamond 2, and most of my games are relatively easy. They go just about the same as the ones I just showed you. Of course, you know, I catch a loss here and there, but this deck isn't just losing like back to back. Like I can tell there's hope for it still, and I'm sure I could probably change up some things to make it even better. But if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we're out.